Tag didn't talk about hunting all that much. I can't even think of once, really.
We were just usually shooting skeet in college. We never actually went and hunted.
To the best of my knowledge, Tag's prior hunting experience, he shot 1 quail and 1 Susie mallard. So I think that encapsulates in about 2 hours every time Tag's ever gone hunting.
I'm 29 years old, and when I first finished hunter safety, I was 29 years old.
Tag's hunting career started last year when he took hunter safety with a bunch of 11-year-olds. He has only killed, I believe, 1 duck, maybe 2, and a couple rock chucks. Is that right? No, you didn't even get a rock chuck?
He just ducked down. Missed him twice.
In the previous 6 years that I have known him, he has probably never talked about hunting.
So I'm sitting on my couch while the gang's in Reno.
At the Sheep Show, and we went to the Less Than One Club drawing.
And all of a sudden, you know, I get this text message from Bridget, our marketing director, on January 19th. Holy capitalized. Tag just won 2. Seriously, what the It's a Dall Sheep in the Brooks range. Tag just got his hunter safety, and now he gets a $50,000 hunt for free. And I think all I replied was, my life blows.
We'd been joking all day about how ridiculous it would be for me to win the Dall Sheep hunt, given my inexperience in hunting.
I'll be damned, Idaho boy.
Odds would have it, they drew 2 Idaho boys back to back.
Dagger? Oh my God.
And I won the Dall Sheep hunt in the Brooks Range this coming August. I'm sure there were a number of people in the audience tonight that said, that's ridiculous, and you're completely right. But let's get this thing done.
When he first told you about this tag that he drew, what was your initial reaction?
What?
Have you heard of a Dall, D-A-L-L, sheep up in Alaska? Like a wild sheep.
Never. That's why I don't even know what it is about.
It's definitely the top of the top of the top of every big game hunter's wish list.
I think it's kind of the creme de creme of hunting.
This would be the equivalent of like grabbing the Waterboy off the bench at the World Series and saying, hey, and we just kind of need a grand slam.
It's one of the most grueling physical hunts there is on the planet.
Gotta get new shoes. My name's Tag Spenst. I'm from Summit County, Colorado. I work for First Lite. I'm the digital marketing manager. Growing up, I didn't hunt. I always, had an interest in hunting, but it was never my primary goal, especially with the amount of time that ski racing took up. And in college, as much as we could, we'd try to go out and shoot clays and kind of dream of the idea of having enough time to get into it. And when I started at First Lite, I came in just knowing that I was the skier that had 0 hunting experience, but fortunately had a lot of digital marketing experience. To me, that was just an opportunity to get into the sport.
So I figure we'd start out with explaining sort of the major components of a rifle before we even touch one. It couldn't have happened to a better dude, and if you're gonna pick like kind of a rookie hunter for that to happen to, Tag is by far the most equipped person I can think of. He is a physical specimen. He was a Division I ski racer.
I will describe him as a very hard worker. Tag was one of those who stepped forward and a strong will got him to varsity team and everything what followed.
Training as a college ski racer, it's pretty difficult. It takes a really passionate person to make that commitment and be successful at that commitment.
I was fortunate enough to be a part of 2 national championship teams while I was there. One as a captain and then one as an assistant coach. Once I stopped shaking and I was able to start talking with everyone about really what a Dall Sheep was to start with, I came to realize how unbelievable of an adventure it was gonna be.
At first I was like, man, he's really gonna get his dick kicked out there. And then I thought about it and I was like, no, actually, he is going to crush it because Tag does whatever he wants to do and he does it well.
I'm gonna say Tag can probably pull off this hunt.
His personality, his commitment.
And he was a ski racer, so he's probably pretty opportunistic.
When he goes after something, it is 110%.
He would be like one of my dream clients in camp. Really doesn't have much to do with hunting experience. It's about your ability to tackle the variables and the unknowns out there and realize what that opportunity is and take in, how special these places are.
Learning and trying to understand what it's going to take has been the most fun for me.
Going from a Susie duck to a Dall Sheep.
I foresee those next 5 months filled with a lot of days at the range.
Jayhawk, what we got going out here today?
We're gonna go send some lead about 45 to 50 feet and hopefully we can hit something.
A lot of vert on the mountains outside of Ketchum.
Having some serious doubts on if my boots are gonna work for me or not.
Really just start building up to this.
It is July 17th. We're inside a month.
So that I know I'm as prepared as possible when the moment comes to pull the trigger.
Good.
That felt better.
Back up. You're right back in a nice tight group of the other two.